kai hos atimazon lego tein toiautein epistemen. Kai hos. Okay, so first thing to do is find the verb lego. Our main verb is I say, and negated by the adverbial do not say. Hos atimazon, as one dishonorable. Word order is different than it would be in English. Kai, so it would be, and not as one dishonorable, I say, this sort of knowledge, okay, or espouse this sort of knowledge. Atis, if anyone, periton toiuton, about such things, sophosiston, is wise, lest may, somehow, pos, ego, I, should have to flee. So here you have a negative optative of wish, lest I should flee such accusations from Meletus. Now this is a little tricky, but Allah, for, however, something like that. O Athenian men, there is no share of these things for me. Okay, for me would be in the dative, and the two tone is in the genitive, going along with the medestin. So there is not at all. So is that adverbial? There is not at all any share of these things for me. So these things I'm being accused of are not something that I engage in, right? Parechomai, I provide. It's a good verb, a nice solid verb to understand. For I provide witnesses, martyrs, literally. Okay. Again, of you, the many. So the many of you, or tous polus, many of you as witnesses. So we have an appositional restating of the idea, however you may wish to look at it. Since martyros comes first, then apparently that would be the one that that's being riffed off of. Okay, so, but again, I provide witnesses of you, tous polus, many witnesses of you, and I believe, humas allelus, didaskein te kai phrasein, implied these things, and I think that you teach and espouse these things to each other, to teach each other these things and espouse them. How hosoi, whoever ever heard me defending myself, dilego menu, literally answering, and poloi, many of you, hoi toiutois, and there are many such of you. Say, phrasete, therefore, to each other, allelois, a popote, if ever, either a little or a lot, he heard, or a certain one, tis, of you, heard, so not he, a certain one of you heard me about such things defending. Okay, so defending about such things, can kai ek tutu knosiste, and from this know, and then I have all of this double underlined because it's in effect the direct object of know. So know this, know what? Hoti, that toiautes di kai tala periemu ha hoi poloi legusen. That such things and others about me are of such a kind which the many say. Okay, so these rumors go on about me all the time, but I deny that I engage in them. That's the idea. Alagar ute tuton udain estin. But but, and again, that's weird in English, but it gets across the point that, first of all, you have an adversative, Allah, pointing back to something that occurred earlier that you are contrasting what you're about to say with. And then the for adds the component of a reason for something. For, but, ute tuton udenisten. For, but, nor is there anything of these things. Neither, if you heard of someone that I try or put my hand to, teaching or to teach men, and I take money, nor is this the truth. Since indeed, tutoge moi doke, this seems to me to be beautiful, kalon, etis hoiosteye, if anyone is able to teach people, to teach people as Gorgias of Leontium and Prodicus of Chios and Hippias of Elis, for each of these, O men, is able going, circumstantial participle, asikastein tone, into each of the cities for whom it is possible to go together with whomever they wish freely, proika, of their own citizens. They persuade them, tutus, to come together, persuade them to leave those citizens of theirs behind, to come together with them and to give them money and to be grateful for it.